Joining us today is Alexandra Hall. She is Vice Consul at the Consulate, U.S. Consulate in Ciudad Juarez. Alexandra, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
You know, what is an immigrant visa, and what are the basic requirements?
An immigrant visa is a visa for people who want to immigrate to the United States, who want to live there permanently, work, contribute to the economy. It's a visa that is, processed through the U.S. Mission in Mexico, specifically in the Consulate General in Ciudad Juarez. The requirements are that you need to have a family relationship, a direct, immediate relationship with a family member who's either a U.S. citizen or a legal permanent resident of the United States.
So if you want to get an immigrant visa, do you have to do it from the United States or do you have to do it from Mexico?
If you're a U.S. citizen, you can start the process from Mexico. There are 3 locations where you can begin the petition process and submit the I-130 document that's required for that.
Can you process an immigrant visa from the United States if you're already in the United States?
Absolutely. So legal permanent residents and U.S. citizens can begin the process from within the United States. The U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services is the department that is in charge of the petition.
And I'm sure you'll get this question. How long does it take?
So it varies. Generally, for U.S. citizens, the wait time is a lot shorter. For those who are, looking to start the petition process up and through the interview, which is kind of the final point, that process generally takes between 6 months to a year for a U.S. citizen petitioner who's petitioning on behalf of their family member. For legal permanent residents, the average is about 2 years of a wait time. And there are some categories of immigrant visas that take much longer. What
type of relationship do you have to have with the person who's going to be petitioning the visa for you?
Sure. So for U.S. citizens who are petitioning on behalf of a family member, they can petition on behalf of their spouse, on behalf of their children. If their children are under the age of 21, they can also petition on behalf of a fiancé.
Now, there is a difference between an immigrant visa and a tourist visa. Just tell us what it is.
So a tourist visa is for a much shorter term of stay in the United States, whereas an immigrant visa is for a permanent living in the United States for a permanent period of time.
If you are in the United States illegally or you don't have documents, can you petition for an immigrant visa?
So the petition needs to come from one of these 2 categories, either a U.S. citizen or a legal permanent resident.
So, and there's another type of visa, which is the business visa. What characteristics? I mean, how does that differ?
Sure. So a business visa would fall under the category of a tourist visa. Again, short-term stay in the United States, going to enter for maybe a couple of weeks or months to complete some sort of business, and then returning to Mexico to live.
You know what, I didn't ask you, what happens if you're denied?
So at the end of the process, you'll go for your interview at the U.S. Consulate in Ciudad Juarez. You speak with a vice consul who asks about your history, your immigration history, etc. If at the end of that interview you're denied, the consular officer, the vice consul, will explain all of the steps necessary to continue with your process.
Okay, Alexandra Hall, Vice Consul at the U.S. Consulate in Ciudad Juarez. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.